Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, coming to you today with a small update on the Rotary Miata. Haven't really filmed all that much because it's been a lot of monotonous little things that I've been working on that doesn't really make for valuable content other than a lot of welding I've spent. I have now emptied two not tubes, but tanks full of mix on welding here recently. So, but anyways, let's get you turned around and show you all the things that I've been working on lately. So, first things first, shattered the windshield trying to get it out. Spent about an hour or so and was like halfway across, and it popped over here in this corner, and it's just spider web. So now it needs a full new windshield. I finally have my CCP top, which after the whole fiasco with AAA breaking the first one that I got and going through getting another one shipped and so on and so forth, they were great to deal with, and were very fast to get me another one. The tail was fine in the original box, but the roof on the other side, this part was all broke because they had stabbed the box with a fork truck and shifted it in the box. Quick little thing, so I've got the Atkins side mount alternator. There is absolutely no information on the internet on how long of a V-belt you need. That's a 40-inch V-belt right there. You can go to O'Reilly's and get it. There's the part number. So 40 inches fits perfect. It's right in the middle of the adjustment, so you can go a little bit longer. Actually, a 39.5 might be better, but that's a 40-inch. Works good. The exhaust is completely finished, finally. I actually have to finish weld the muffler section here, and I bought a car chemistry insert to hopefully help this quiet the car down, because where I like to go, up at NCM, the sound limit is very, very low. I think it's, depending on the day, I think it's 98 at 50 feet, 98 decibels at 50 feet, which is extremely low for tracks. But anyways, exhaust finished, so it's technically 3 pieces. This slides in right here. Well, it probably won't slide in with the V-band on this side, but you get the idea. It actually won't, because of the clearance with I had to cut out everything, and it doesn't quite make, maybe it will. Hey, looky there. Oh, no, it'll only do the bottom, it won't do the top. Anyways, that fits together right there. It's a slip fit, so once the exhaust gets hot, it shouldn't leak. Shouldn't, keyword shouldn't. I might smear some red RTV around that just to make sure that it's got a good seal. You can see all of my extremely bad welding to get all of this back welded, and this is just like it's a Rust-Oleum spray paint that's a rust inhibitor. It's got a rust inhibitor built into it just so this doesn't rust until I paint the whole car. But you can see I've got the whole side all the way down there backfilled, and it's not to be intentionally structural. It's just there so that there's an extra barrier between the exhaust and the cabin of the car to help keep heat down, because the way this is actually built, it's all glued together here. So there's the outer piece, a middle piece, and then the inner piece. So right now there's just this middle piece and then this section here before you get to the cab, and it would have cooked the passenger if I end up having a passenger seat in it, which I think I'm going to, because I want to be able to take friends around and do coaching in this car along with actual wheel-to-wheel racing. I got the dash in the car actually right now, which was all flocked up and everything looks great. Had some people made some concerns about this stuff doesn't last very long, and I'm like, well, it's a race car, so it shouldn't ever really sit out in the sun too much. I've done all of the cutting. Let me grab the flashlight here. So I've done all the cutting behind the dash, cut all the dash supports out so that the down bar will fit behind the windshield, so it should be nice and close in here, and then I'll have to do a hole here for it to run down. So far the Miata cage kit has been really nice to deal with. All I've done so far is done the main plates, since I decided to do the package shelf version so that there's no bar behind the seat, so I can scoot the seat further back, and hopefully it'll help eliminate the seat rubbing up against the lower door bar on that side, because the containment seat's really wide. But it's neither here nor there. Here's the back half. So I don't know if I've actually mentioned in a video yet, my overall plans with this car is I don't want it to have any big gaudy aero on top. I want it to be a full flat bottom car. So this will be pretty much the only bit of aero that's on top of the car other than the front splitter, once I get that all together. I have my steering wheel ordered, but for some reason the kit that I ordered for the steering wheel to go on my hub didn't come with the bolts to mount the steering wheel. It has the bolts to mount the hub to the quick release, but neither the steering wheel nor the hub came with bolts for that. So those are on order, but you know how things are taking forever to get lately. So no telling when those will get here. I have started working on the wiring to eliminate everything out of it that I don't need. It's a process. I started probably 2 weeks ago, and I haven't gotten back into it because I really haven't wanted to deal with it. So that's pretty much it for this. I do want to put, I'm gonna cut some aluminum sheet metal out and surround the exhaust here and use riv nuts to attach it to the body of the car, and that's going to be my exhaust hanger, so it can't go anywhere. It'll rattle its balls off, but I'm not too worried about that. Other than that, don't have much else to update you on. Yeah, so let's see. Is that it? I believe that is it. Trying to think. Yeah, I think that's it. So my goal, if you want to come and see the car in person, my first track day that I'm shooting for is Binge Tokyo in November at NCM. And if I get the car done earlier, I might, for the break-in process, I might drive it to some sort of Cars and Coffee. But I haven't made it that far. Still got a long ways to go. I feel like I have a lot to do, but I know that a lot of this can get knocked out in probably 2 or 3 weeks if I just dropped everything that I was doing and solely worked on this. The biggest part for me is going to be, I'm going to paint the whole car, so that's going to be a learning curve for me. I haven't ever painted a car. I've done little, paint projects here and there for a long time, and I know everything's in the prep, but I haven't actually ever painted a car. But that's pretty much it. I've got a stack of parts that are just waiting to go in the car. All of that over there is Miata parts of some sort, except for that's trash. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. I know this really isn't what I typically do. It's more of a just talking head video, but If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. I'll try to answer anything that I can. I can give you a lot of information on my how I solved a lot of issues, but I haven't completely finished everything yet. Like, I still got to figure out how I'm going to fix the fuel lines, because if you can tell, that's really close to what's going to be over probably close to 1,000 degree exhaust. I have some heat wrap to cover that, but not quite there yet on whether or not that'll protect it enough. I even have heat wrap for this, heat wrap for the intake, and heat wrap to go on the fuel lines themselves, to hopefully all of this will be kept cool. But it's in here than there. So comment, like, subscribe, do all the YouTube bullshit. I hate asking for that. Actually, in most of my videos I don't even ask, because it's for fun for me, but you know, every little bit helps. You know, this is just a more a vlog project of everything that I've done. So but yeah, I'm going to end it off here, guys. Until next time, happy brapping.